Hello students, I am your maths faculty of Vidya Guru. If you find this video innovative, please like, share and subscribe the channel. This complete video will be in English. If you want to see the same video in Hindi, you can check out the playlist. Today, we are going to discuss some important questions of compound interest. Compound interest, if I talk about the formula, compound interest formula is amount equal to P 1 plus R by 100 per T, where P is principal, R is rate and T is time. But we are not going to use this formula in any question. This is of no use. But sometimes in exams, direct formula is also asked. So you need to remember it. So coming on to our first question to discuss some basic concepts of compound interest. First question is saying, find the CI on 75 rupees. Principal is given 7500 rupees and rate is given 4% and time is 2 years. In compound interest, we need to remember that we get interest on principal and on every last year's interest also. What I mean to say, we will get for first year there is only this amount. On this I'll get 4% interest. What will be its 4%? It 1% will be 75. To get 1% of any number, we shift the decimal by 2 digits. Its 1% will be 75 and for finding its 4% we will multiply it by 3. 75 4 times will be 300. For second year, I will get interest on principal also and I will get interest on this first year's interest also. On 7500, 4% will be 300 and on 300, 4% will be 1% will be 3, 4% will be 12. So what I mean to say, in compound interest, we also get interest for every last year interest. So total interest will be what? 300 plus 300 plus 12, 612 rupees will be 2-year CI. 2-year CI will be 612 rupees. There is one more approach to find the compound interest. Principal is given 7500. For first year, interest will be 4%, which will be what? 75, 4% will be 300. So here, what amount will become? 75 plus 300, 7800. Now, for next year, I will get interest on this amount. That means compound interest is calculated on every year's outstanding amount. Outstanding amount means we add compound interest with the CI. Now, I'll get 4% on this amount. It 1% will be 78 and 4% will be 4 is the 32. 312 rupees. We get 300 interest here and 312 here. Then 2-year CI will be 612 rupees. 612 rupees. Coming on to our next question. In this question, rate for every year was same. But question can also say that rate is different for every year. Question is saying 2500 was borrowed. This is principal for 3 years. For 3 years. Rate for first year was 3%. For second year it was 4% and for third year it was 5%. For first year, we have this amount, its 3% will be, its 1% will be 25 and 3% will be 75. For second year, I will get rate as 4%. On 25, 4% will be 100. And for second year, I will get interest on first year's interest also. Its 4% will be, its 4% will be, its 1% will be 0.75, 4% will be 3. For third year, rate is 5%. 2500, 5% will be 125. And I will get interest on every interest which I have received on previous years. That means I will get 5% on this. 75's 5% will be 3.75. We will get interest on this also. Its 5% will be 5, and we will get 5% interest on this also. Its 5% will be 0.15. That means every year we receive interest on principal also, and every year's interest also. First year there was only principal, so I received 3% interest on this. On second year I received 4% interest on principal, and for 4% for first year's interest also. For third year I received 5% and 2500, and 5% on this and this also. We can sum up these all, then find the 5%. It will be same thing. So what is the 3-year CI? If I add this 75, 175, 300, and it will be 311.75, and it will be 311.90 rupees. Hope you are getting it. We can apply that method also, which I have told you in first question. I can add up this interest and then find the interest for second year, and then I can add up all the interest, then I can find the interest for third year. Answer will be same. Answer will be same. Coming on to our next question. Next question is what? This question is saying principal is 7500, time is 1 year, and rate is 4% per annum, and question is saying interest is compounded half yearly. That means interest is compounded in every 6 months. In every 6 months per annum. This rate is given according to per annum, but question is saying interest is calculated half yearly. What will we do in this question? For half yearly, we will count 6 months come how many times in a year? 6 months come 2 times in a year. 2 times. That means rate will be divided by 2. For half year, rate will be 2% for half year. 2% for half year. Now if I calculate on 7500, for half year rate is 2%, its 2% will be 150. But this interest is for how many months or year? This interest is for 6 months, because interest is calculated every half year. That means this time I have received this interest for 6 months. But question is saying for 1 year. That means I need to go for 6 more months. So for next year, I will receive interest on this as 150, and I will receive interest on this also. Its 2% will be 3, and it will be the interest for another 6 months. So now I have received interest for 1 year. Interest for 1 year. So total CI for 1 year, if interest is calculated half yearly, is 303 rupees. 303 rupees. I will take one more question of this type, which have came in recent exam, and it is very important. In previous years, we have only seen half yearly or quarterly. But now question is coming like this: if interest is calculated in every 7 months, or in every 5 months, or in every 8 months. Principal is 31250 rupees. time is 2 years, and rate is given 12% per annum. That is, it is according to yearly, but question is saying interest is calculated in every 8 months. Here rate is very easy. For 12 years rate is 12%, for 8 years it will be 8%. But if it is not like this, if it will be 15 or 20 or anything else other than 12, then what will we do? We will see 8 months come how many time in a year? 8 months come how many time in 1 year? 6 months come 2 times. And how we have calculated that? 6 months come 2 times. In 1 year there are 12 months. So I have divided it by 6. That means 6 months come 2 times. For 8 months in a year, 8 months come 3 by 2 times. So I will divide this rate by 3 by 2, which will come 12 into 2 by 3, 8%. As I have told you, this rate was very easy, 12%. For 12 years it is 12%, for 8 years it will be 8%. But suppose it was 15%. Then it was not easy to find out. For 12 years, for 12 months it is 15%. For 8 months it will be 3 by 2. 2 will come here and it will become 10%. So like this we can find rate for any condition. If interest is calculated monthly, in 2 months, 5 months, 10 months, 7 months, in whatever question is given. So what is the rate? 8%. And question is asking for 2 years. Now 31250. Rate is now 8% for 8 months. What will be its 8%? Its 1% will be 312.5, multiplying it by 8. 8 5s are 40. 8 2s are 16. 20. 8 1s are 9, 10. 8 3 are 24. 25. That means 2500 is the 8% of this. So for next year, this is interest for 8 months. But I need to find an interest for 2 years. That means 12 to the 20, 24 months. That means I have to go 3 times. 3 times. 8 months, 8 months and again 8 months. So going on for next 8 months, what interest I will receive here? 2500. And again it's 8%. What will be its 8%? 200. It is another 8 months, 16 months. Till now we have calculated interest of 16 months, but I need to find 24 months. Again I will go 2500. I will get interest on this also 200, on this also 200, and on this also 16. So this is the interest for 2 years when interest is calculated every 8 months. If I sum up this, 25, 25, 20, 7500, and this is 600, 8100, 8100, 8116 rupees will be interest. That means option number C is correct. Hope you are getting it. Hope you are understanding the concept, what I mean to say. So coming on to the question of next time. The question is saying second year CI is given in question 9600 and third year CI is given 10272. The question is asking what is the rate of interest? What is rate? As I have told you, interest in CI is on outstanding amount. Till second year my interest is 9600. Here for when I have calculated interest for third year, I will have received 9600 and plus extra interest on this amount. Extra interest on this amount also. What is the extra amount? If we subtract 10272 9600, it will come 672. That means I have received 672 rupees interest on 9600 for third year. That's why this extra 672 has come. So what will be the rate? 672 interest I have received on 9600 into 100. It will be nothing but 7%. I will explain you one more time. Till second year I have received 9600 interest. For third year I will receive 9600 and I will receive extra interest on 9600, which I subtract and I will get 672. That means 9600 interest on 9600, 672 interest is more is calculated. So 9600, 672 is 7%. So rate is 7%. So coming on to our next question. Before coming on to next question, I will explain some concept. The next question is based on difference of CI and SI. Difference of CI and SI. What is difference of CI and SI? I will take an example. Let principal is 1000 rupees and rate is 10% and let time is 3 years. Let time is 3 years. So for first year what will be the interest? 100. For second year what will be the interest? 100. And on it 10, 100, on it 10, 10, on 10, 1. This is 3 year interest. As I know, SI is equal for every year. If I only want to calculate SI, that means first year I will get 100, second year I will get 100, third year I will get 100. Then what it is? This is SI. And what is this whole thing? This is CI. And what is this left? This is the, if I subtract SI from the whole CI, then this is the difference of CI and SI. This is the difference of CI and SI. If one more important thing from here, if rate is 10%, 10% fraction is 1 by 10. If rate is 10%, its fraction is 1 by 10, it is of form 1 by k. If its rate is in form of 1 by k, then for 3 year principal is always k cube. K cube. You can see 10 cube is 1000 and difference between CI and SI is 3k plus 1. 3k plus 1. As you can see here, if I put k as 10, 3 times are 30 plus 1, 31. And what is the difference of CI and SI? 31. So in case of 3 year, if rate is in form of 1 by k, then principal is k cube and CI minus SI is 3k plus 1. So coming on to our question. Question is, the difference between CI and SI is given 27.27 rupees and rate is given 3%. It will be 3 by 100 in fraction, which is not in the form of 1 by k, but we can convert it in the form of 1 by k by writing 3 by 100 as 1 by 100 by 3. Now it is in the form of 1 by k, where k is 100 by 3. So what will be the principal? Principal will be k cube 100 by 3 whole cube. And CI minus SI will be 3k plus 1, where k is equal to 100 by 3 plus 1, which will become 101. And according to question, CI minus SI is 27.27. Value of 101 is 27.27, which is 0.27 times. So principal will be 100 by 3 into 100 by 3 into 100 by 3 into 0.27. This 100 will be cancelled out by these 2 points, and 3, 3, 9, 3, 27. And the answer will come 10,000. So if rate is not in the form of 1 by k, we can convert it in the form of 1 by k. By doing this, we can easily solve the question. So moving on to our next question. What next question is saying? Next question wants to know the difference between CI and CI. This CI is calculated half yearly and this CI is calculated yearly. Time is 1 year. The rate is 20% per annum. And the principal is 25,000 rupees. 25,000. So I will find the difference in percentage, then I will calculate that percentage on this principal. What I mean to say, in case of half year, rate will become half. It will become 10%. And this 10% will be for 6 months. If I want to go for 1 year, I can apply successive increase formula, that is A plus B by AB by 100. That is 10 plus 10 plus 10 into 10 by 100. That means CI for 1 year half yearly will be 21%. And CI yearly for 1 year will be simply 20%. We need to find the difference of these, which is nothing but 21% minus 20% is 1%. Difference is 1%. And what? Principal. 25,000's 1% is 250. So what is the answer? 250 rupees. It was a very easy question. If I apply the formula of successive increase, you can do it by another method also. That is not also too lengthy. So coming on to our next question, when the rate is asked, where the rate is asked. Before explaining this question, I want to explain you one concept. If a rate is given 10%, then it means 1 by 10. If 10 is the principal, that means its 10% is 1, that means I am getting 1 as interest on 10 as principal. It means in 1 year, 10 will become 100. 10 will become 11, sorry. For second year, again 10 will become 11. So in 2 years, total it will become 100 to 1. If suppose this thing is not given to you, and it is given that in 2 years, 100 become 1 to 1. And find the rate. I know if I have calculated this in 2 years, and same things have been multiplied here, and 2 same things have been multiplied here. That means if I take square root of this, and I will take square root of this, 10 square root is 100 square root is 10, and 1 to 1 square root is 11. That means in 1 year, the interest was 10 to 11, that means on 10, 1 was interest, and interest was 10%. So what this question is saying? Question is saying 3000 becomes 3993 in 3 years. In 3 years. That means three same things have been multiplied here and 3 same things have been multiplied here, and I have to take cube root. The 3000 is not a cube root of any number. So we first need to take the ratio of principal and amount. So it will be 1000 to 1331. Now I know 1000 is cube root of 10 and 133 is cube root of 11, and rate will be on 10. I got 1 as interest, and rate will be 10%. Rate will be nothing but 10%. So coming on to our next question. Next question is very important and very interesting question, based on the same concept. The question is saying 5,000 rupees become 7,200 in 8 years. Then how much will 6,550 655 will 0 will become to how much it will be? I will explain you one more time. The rate was 10%, that in 1 year 10 to 11, again 10 to 11, again 10 to 11. If I talk about 4 years, again 10 to 11, then it will be 10,000, and 11 4 times is 14641. Now, how much it would have become in 2 years? It would become 100 to 120. If I want to reach from 4 years to 2 years, then I can take its square root. If I take its square root, then from 4 it will reach to 2. It will be 100 and its square root will be 120. That means, if I come to this question, 5,000 have become 7,200 in 8 years. That means if I want to know how much it would have become in 4 years, I need to take its square root. 5,000 is not a square root of any number, so I will take ratio. 20 by 20, 25, and this will become 36. That means in 4 years, 5 is becoming 6 in 4 years, because I have taken square root. 5 is becoming 6 in 4 years. The question is saying principal is not 5 but 6, 5, 5, 0, which is 1, 3, 1, 0. Then it will also become 1, 3, 1, 0, 7, 8, 6, 0. Question is, what is the interest? That means this is principal, this is amount. If I want to calculate CI, then amount minus principal, 7860 minus 6550, it will be 1310. So what is the CI? 1310 rupees. This was very interesting question. We have solved it very easily from the basic concepts. So coming on to next question. 100 in 2 years, and in 4 years, that means in another 2 years this amount becomes 6750. And here was some principal. In 2 years it becomes 4500, and in another 2 years it becomes 6750. Now there is also a basic concept in this. If the difference of time is equal, here is time 2 years and here is also time 2 years, then the ratio of here will be equal to here. These ratio will be equal for every 2 years. For next 2 years also ratio will be equal. What is the ratio here? If I cancel it out by 10 by 10, 950 times 9795, 25 to the 15, 25 to the 75. Then for every 2 years, ratio of amounts will be 2:3. So here also ratio would be 2:3. What was the value of 3? 4500, which is 1500 times. And what will be the principal here? 1500 times 3000 rupees. The question is asked, what was the principal after 6 years? And for next 2 years also ratio would be 2:3. Then we can find the ratio amount of after 6 years. I am taking another question of different variety, but same concept will be applied in that also. Today's last question. What question is saying? And sum of money becomes 3 times in 6 years. That means there was the principal and it became 3 times in 6 years. 3 times in 6 years. And the ratio, what is the ratio? 1, 2, 3. 1 and it became 3. It became 3 times. The question is saying in how much time it will become 81 times. Then in next 6 years ratio will be what? Again 1:3. Value of 1 is 3 and value of 3 is 9. In next 6 years, again in next 6 years ratio will be what? 1:3. Value of 1 is 9. Value of 3 will be 27. 6 years. And again, ratio for next 6 years will be 1:3. Value of 1 is 27. Value of 3 is 18. How much time it has taken? 6, 6, 6, 6, 24 years. For this, we have made one short method. What is that? It is 6 years. In 6 years, principal become 3 times, that is 3 की power 1. Now question is saying, in how much time it will become 81 times? 81 times is 3 की power 4. This power will be multiplied here. 6 4 na 24. In 24 years it will become 81. This is made from this concept only. It is short matter of this. Hope you have got the question. Thank you so much. If you want to get such more videos, please like, share and subscribe the channel.